Alright, hey guys, we're going to be going over how to install custom Wii channels for your games. Now this enables you to load your Wii games from your USB drive or your SD card straight from the Wii System Menu instead of having to go into your USB loader of choice and starting it there. So we're going to be using Wii GSC. This was created by Wii Crazy and Nejat76. A quick disclaimer before going into this: make sure that you have on your Wii or your vWii the homebrew channel installed. Also make sure that you have backed up your NAND with BootMe or the Wii U NAND dumper if you're on the Wii U, and that you have preloader installed also as a second layer of brick protection. This is because if for some reason you create a WAD that bricks your Wii, you can revert back to a healthy NAND. Also make sure that the author offers a disclaimer here that the game channels for A Boy and His Blob, Mario Party 9, Wonder World Amusement Park, Game Party 3, and Deca Sporta 3 will brick your Wii. This is translated from German, so some of these might not be exactly correct. But regardless, do not create WADs for those games. For some reason, he says that they will brick your Wii. And if I haven't said it already, make sure that you have a USB loader of choice installed on your Wii or Virtual Wii. If you need tutorials on soft modding your Wii, installing the brick protection like BootMe preloader, and also you need to know how to install your USB loader. I have tutorials for both of those. I'll leave links in the description and at the card at the top of this video. So now that we have all of that out of the way, make sure that you have your SD card or your USB drive plugged into your computer. And what you're going to do is download Wii GSC, and you're going to need to download the Ya-M ModMe Edition WAD Manager. This is one of the best WAD managers in my opinion. It's very user friendly, so we're going to be using that one. Once you have downloaded both, you might get a antivirus warning on the Wii GSC. That's okay, it's a false positive. Go ahead and add an exception. If you're using Windows Security, all you do there is you go into Virus and Threat Protection, scroll down to Manage Settings, and scroll all the way down to Add or Remove Exclusions. From there, you can add an exception for this software. So the next thing that we're going to do is make sure that your device, whether it's your SD card or your USB drive, is plugged into your computer. Go ahead and inside of here, we're going to scroll down to WiiGSC.exe, run that as administrator, click yes, and from here we're going to make sure that we're going to go to configure, settings, and make sure that the universalbase.wxd is selected for the NAND loader. Go ahead and save, and then you're going to click open WBFS drive, and then from the select drive letter you're going to select the letter of wherever your games are stored. So for me it's G, and then it'll load all of my games here. Let's say I want to create a channel for newer Super Mario Bros. Wii. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to say use for channel creation, and then from here, this is very important to get right. From the drop down here, make sure that if your USB Loader GX app is on your SD card, make sure that you select SD. If you're loading USB Loader GX from your USB drive, make sure you select the one without SD. And of course, if you're using WiiFlow or CFG USB Loader, you would select those. For me, I'm going to select USB Loader GX SD because my application is on my SD card. So that's the forwarder that I want. You don't really have to change anything here, and the WAD naming can be whatever you want. I like it to have as much information as possible. We're going to create the channel. This will it should successfully create the WAD, and it will show you where it's been downloaded, or where it's been saved into. So it should be in the same folder. There should be a WAD folder, and then there should be your WAD right here. So the next thing we're going to do, we don't need Wii GSC anymore. You're going to open up your SD card or your USB drive. And what you're going to do in here is you should have on the root of your SD or USB, if you don't already have a WAD folder, create a WAD folder, and then take your WAD and drag that into your WAD folder. Copy that in. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go and extract the vMe. So extract all. Go ahead and do that. You should get an apps folder, and what you're going to do, if you don't have an apps folder already, actually you don't, just drag in the apps folder onto your SD card, and that should copy in the vMe folder. So within your SD or USB drive, you should have an apps folder, a vMe folder, and then you should have these files right here. boot.dol, icon, meta, there we go. So now that we have all of that copied over, go ahead and eject both of your devices, or just the one device depending on your setup. And then we're going to go over to the Wii. Alright, so once you've plugged in your devices, SD and USB or whatever, back into your Wii, start up the homebrew channel. Then from here, load up the YaM ModMe Edition WAD Manager. From here, you're going to use the D-pad right and left to select where your WADs are. For me, it's the SD card. It should take you automatically to your WADs folder. If not, you can navigate to it, and then use the up and down on the D-pad to navigate to your WAD, and then press the plus button to select it for installation, and then press A. And then go ahead and press A again. Once it's done, you can press any button, and then we're going to navigate all the way back with the B button to the main menu, and then press the home button to take us back to the homebrew channel. From here, we can navigate back to the system menu. And then from here, there should be your channel installed in a free slot. Go ahead and launch that to make sure that everything is working correctly. It should automatically start up your USB loader of choice. And instead of taking you into the USB loader, it's going to just automatically launch the game. So there you go. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this saves a lot of time if you play your Wii a lot. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.